welcome back to another episode of Dan Left the Paul. I'm Rose Paul. So this semi truck right here, you see how it's open? It's mandatory for the semi trucks to open themselves and show us what they have inside. And I just thought of a new semi truck invention. I'm like, duh. Just like, you know, how they have like a thing to open your trunk. You can like push a button to open the trunk. I think like, you know, say like the semi truck driver, he should be able to click like on either his key fob, maybe not the key fob to start out, but maybe like I'm talking about like, you know, Tesla semi trucks. I'm thinking of like Tesla semi trucks. I think they should have like an option that, you know, connects to the trailer to open the trailer. Because like it is kind of a process, you know, like, you know, when I have to ask them to open the trailer, because right now, you know, that's the in gate. That's where they come inside. Pause. That's where they come inside of the yard, and we need to check to see if it's clean. So when we put the pallets on, like on the inside of the truck, it doesn't mess anything up. But I'm thinking for these brand spanking new cyber trucks, these cyber, not a cyber truck, but it's like a semi truck. It's like a fully electric semi-truck, which is just absolutely insane and crazy because, like, you know, before we thought that electrical vehicles only had the power of like a golf cart. You know, like I do remember a time to where it was, I thought the point blank answer to when are we going to have electrical vehicles was like, we're never going to have electrical vehicles because they're illegal. And that was the answer for it. Of like, when you ask, when are we going to have electrical vehicles? And I remember a time it was very, very strong inside of my brain of that the answer to when are we going to have electrical vehicles, when am I going to be able to get inside of an electrical vehicle, charge it up, and then drive to my job, the answer was, you know, when I was a kid, this is just like inside of my brain, but the answer is that they are illegal and they will never be legal and they will never be a thing. And then I also remember, like, way back in history that there was an electrical vehicle, but it was more like a cart. It was more like a horse and a carriage type of thing. And it was like, now that you have this like 5,000-pound vehicle, sorry, buddy, we can't do it. They're illegal and they're also not powerful enough. And then don't even think about mass producing them because it's just not possible. Then Elon Musk came along and said, look at this huge cock. Look at it. Oh. Ow. Ow. And now we have electrical vehicles. Now going forward with the electrical semi-trucks, not even the electrical semi-truck, the H1 Hummer, the electrical Hummer, just the battery itself weighs 5,000 pounds. I think it's very, very annoying when things just get nipped in the bud of like, no, I have an idea. And this can work. And then people will just come along and say, nope, you're just wrong. Not only are you wrong, you know, you're going to be fired and we're going to let you go. We're going to write you up. We're going to give you a fine. And it's going to be on your permanent record. Now looking back at, like, you know, a permanent record of like in high school, because we get taught very, very young as high schoolers. Oh my god, if you don't show up to that class, bro, it's gonna be on your permanent record forever. Now, first of all, like, if you're a high schooler watching this video, all of my videos are for 18 years old and up, and you should not be watching this video. And secondly, the power that you have when you are a minor, of like just a teenager with a skateboard, is unreal. It's just like, if you are like, riding around on like your skateboard and you're doing some tricks, and say like, me, a security guard comes up to you and says, oh, you need to leave, you can literally just tell them to fuck off. Like, because the thing is, like, there are like a lot of idiot security guards who, say if they came up to you and say, oh, you're not going to listen, and they grab on you, that security guard is going to jail for a long time for laying their hands on a minor. The power that, like, a child has is hitherto undreamt of. And of course, we don't want you guys to know that. And it's not that I don't want you guys to know that, of like, I'd say if you're under 18, don't watch my videos. The reason why I say that is just because I do push the boundaries. And I say a lot of explicit things that, like a minor just shouldn't hear. And coming from me, I'm like, maybe, maybe they're just a little bit too early in their development to, hear the things that I talk about. So just to be safe, I just say it's just, my YouTube channel is just for people who are 18 years old and up. We got a problem. So, I mean, this supervisor that I work with is just like, he's like one of the best leaders that I worked with in a very, very long time. But they brought back to where there's two guards, so there will be a guard sitting right here and a guard sitting right here. And then the guard sitting right here is going to, talk to the driver, get the seal. In the last video, I talked to you guys about that we had to call the front gate. All that's been abolished. And then now we have the seals over here. We have the seals. We have these yellow seals. And then now we can proceed with, letting them out this gate. But the thing is, with letting them out of this gate, and now they pick up the paperwork here instead of picking the paperwork in the front, which is like, it's fine, it's like whatever, and then, put the seal on here. It's just that they can't check out over here. And then also another thing is just like, I'm kind of like, feeling like a little bit more relaxed. Like, you see like the employees going by here, and it's like you can kind of barely see them going through outside, but looking inward, because the light is on the inside of the vehicle, of the box, of this room that I'm in. You can very clearly see inside of the security room. And like, like I'm trying to get a feeling of being a little bit more comfortable with being a YouTuber. Because it's just like, why do I have to feel so uncomfortable with like being a YouTuber and recording in public? And the reason for that is because I have been trained, I have been conditioned by society to feel bad about it. And especially like when I went to Zoo Culture for, I think it was either the first or the second time I went to Zoo Culture, and like I did my intro, and my intros were very, very loud. And I remember this dude, he just like screamed at me. He just yelled and screamed at me. And he was like, shut the fuck up. And he did that, and it put like a freaking engram inside of my brain of like to not ever make a video ever again. Don't you do it or else. But with that said, I guess I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.